Hi, everybody. I'm David with Bolivar Live. Well, it's Thursday afternoon, and let's look at live music on the upper Texas coast here on Bolivar Peninsula. You know, live music's a big part of Texas, and it's a great part of Bolivar whenever you can go see some great bands here locally on the peninsula. And I tell you what, we've really ramped up the venues this year. They've booked some great acts, and this is what it's all about here on Bands on Bolivar. Is every Thursday we go through the live music for the next week, letting you know who's playing where and when, so that you can make plans to see your favorite band, or maybe see a new one that you haven't heard of yet or wanted to hear. So anyway, let's take a look. And remember, you can always find all the bands here on Bolivar on our website at www.bolivarpeninsulatexas.com. Just go to live music. We actually have live music listed for area venues all the way out through Labor Day weekend. And so we're going to look at this week's music, and then we're going to take a look ahead to see who's coming down the road, so that you can make plans to see your favorite band here on Bolivar Peninsula. Now, it all kicks off tonight at Jose's Cajun Seafood and Steakhouse, along with their all-you-can-eat crawfish. And that's Jose's Cantina, Blake Stickler, and there he plays from 6 to 9. And then tomorrow night at Jose's, you have Michael Farrell. And Michael's a local here on Bolivar, from the High Island area, and puts on a great show. I've watched him evolve over the years and really has come to find himself and do a great job on stage. And then at Stingery Restaurant Friday night, you have the Haulers. Now, I haven't heard them yet. I've seen a couple videos, and so we're going to take a swing by there, shoot some clips, and listen to them a little bit Friday night. And then also Friday night at Camp Margaritaville, you have Velvet Punch, and they've played at Camp Margaritaville several times. Always put on a great show, and we can't wait to see them this weekend. And then at Stingery Restaurant on Saturday night, you have Pea Patch Orchestra, and they've played here at several venues and always put on a great show at Stingery Restaurant. And you can't beat the sunset at Stingery, listening to some live music, sipping an adult beverage, maybe eating some barbecue, in-house smoked barbecue downstairs, or maybe their crab nachos, surf and turf nachos, or grab you a seafood platter upstairs. But I can tell you, the music's free at Stingery. And then Austin James is at Jose's Cantina Saturday night from 6 to 9. And then Joe Mendoza and the Shuffle Kings are going to be playing upstairs at Jose's at the sports bar. And this is not a kid-friendly area. This is about the only place on Bolivar where there's some live music, and kids really aren't needed to go up there. It is a sports bar, and they have plenty of TVs and pool tables. And then at Jose's on Sunday is Dirt Road Darlings. Now, I missed them last time they were here, but I'd heard they put on a great show, and we're going to make sure we catch them this week, Sunday at Jose's. And then winding it down Monday at Jose's is Larry Tillery. And Larry plays every Monday there and puts on a great show. And Jose always has some great dinner specials. So if you don't want to cook after a big weekend, head on over to Jose's. Now, we always look ahead and see who's coming where and when. And this is what this section's about, is we're going to let you know some of the bigger name bands, or some shows that I've picked out that I think you ought to know about, so you can make plans to attend. We've seen Shiny Ribs several times, and I tell you what, he always puts on an awesome show. And this time it's going to be June 16th. I believe that's Father's Day weekend at Camp Margaritaville. And if you've never seen his show, you got to be there. Puts on a great show, real energetic person. And then also on July 4th weekend, we have Corey Morrow coming back to Camp Margaritaville. And so last year it was a little damp, if I remember right. So we're hoping it's a little bit drier this year, because Corey really does put on a great show, a great Texas musician, and one that we're not going to miss. And then winding it down for Labor Day weekend is Larry Joe Taylor. And Larry comes in and plays at Stingery Restaurant quite a bit on Labor Day weekend, winding down the season for everyone. And if you've ever heard his music or gone to his music festival, you know it's a show you don't want to miss. You know, we do these shows every Thursday, and this year especially, Bolivar Peninsula has gotten to be a haven for live music. And you can always find any live music down here on our website at www.bolivarpeninsulatexas.com. Just look under live music, and you can also find out more about Bolivar through our website and see Bolivar live anytime. In fact, we've got about 5 live webcams just on the beachfront, so you can keep up with the traffic, the crowd, the surf, and see who's there and what you're missing. So anyway, we're going to head on out. We'll be back next Thursday at 3:30 for another Bands on Bolivar with Bolivar Live, a weekly show that we do here to keep you up to date on who's playing where and when here on our 27 miles of paradise. We're going to head on out. Hope you enjoy the show, and we'll see you next Thursday at 3:30 for another Bolivar Live Bands on Bolivar weekly lineup. Until next time, God bless and bye-bye.